I mean, most people can manage that. How am I going to... I need to clean this mirror. Can we clean it with a wild boar pelt?
Rubbing a greasy mirror with a greasy animal pelt will only make it, well, greasier.
Did we need grease for something? I don't know. I should ask John Travolta, he'll know. Let's, can we put that on there to melt?
Sorry guys, but sacrifice is just an intrinsic part of war. That was quick. They've melted down like butter.
Now what? I don't know what to do with them now that I've actually melted them.
I'll pour some of the molten tin into the hollow in the candlestick.
I'm not quite sure why we're doing this. Grease lightning. Go, go. Go, grease lightning. tin in candlestick.
I've poured some molten tin into the round hollow in the candlestick. It's hardening pretty quickly. Actually, I can take it out already.
Can I put the rest on the mirror? The rest of... Got a juicer for cheap yesterday. Just tried it out. Ah. Can I not take that out then? What did he say about the candlestick?
I've poured
The
some
tin.
molten
Let me
into
try.
the round hollow in the candlestick. It's hardening pretty quickly. Actually, I can take it out already.
Why don't you take it out then? I don't have any tin left. Hmm. What am I meant to do with the candlestick? That won't work. And maybe I need to wash the pot. Let's get fresh water in the pot.
I'll pour some water into the pot.
Right, can I wash that in there now?
Soaked the pelt.
Okay. Pelt onto the mirror.
Right there.
Oh.
I need something to dissolve the grease.
What can we dissolve the grease with?
Plain water isn't going to clean this thing.
What's this tin for? Can I take another candle? No. We need a coin for here.
I need a coin.
Yeah, you would normally say soap, wouldn't you?
Ugh. Oh, it's okay. The mirror's just coated with a thick, greasy layer of filth. I thought that was my face for a moment there.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could slice that into coin shapes, but it doesn't seem to be... I can't get it out. Why can't I just want that out. I want the tin
I
out.
poured some molten tin into the round hollow in the candlestick. It's hardening pretty quickly. Actually, I can take it out already.
But he's not taking it out.
Don't ask me how I did it, but I've bored out the solidifiers.
Oh, okay.
It's now a lovely round.
Like a coin, Wanderer. Like a
Almost
coin.
coin, you might say.
We have a coin. Coin into the
What
sweetie
do you
machine.
know? It actually worked. I could make a mint.
But does he want a mint,
Because
sweetie?
I'm making money to use in a sweet. You know what? Never mind. 4 fizzy sweets fell out the bottom.
We've got 4 lemon sweets. Can we put them in there to make it fizz?
The sweets will probably dissolve in the rainwater.
Yeah. And then can we not put that in there?
I'll need more than water to get the green.
Can we put them onto there? No.
The sweets are dissolving in the water.
Pot of lemon water. Lemon cleans things.
Pouring lemon water on the mirror won't be enough to
It
dissolve
will.
the grease. I've soaked the pelt with lemon water. There. Spick and span.
Oh, that was so convoluted. Right. We have a mirror. Yeah, exactly. I still want to know what these rungs are for. We're probably going to have to go back for more water. Right, can we use the telescope? No. Can we put the mirror, hang the mirror up? We need to hang the mirror up on the wall, then look through the telescope. No, we put it there. That's not going to work, is it? Is that in line of sight?
Mirror down gently.
Okay, maybe that'll work.
It's working. I can make out the documents large as life, but damn it.
Yeah, well I asked you to look at that
It's a
mirror.
mirror. I can't read it like this.
Yeah, but you need to look in this mirror.
I can't see anything in the mirror apart from myself. Fascinating though I am, preening myself isn't going to save the world. Maybe it's just too low.
Yeah, I want it up there.
It's a long, thin crack in the wall.
How do I get the mirror up there? Yeah, I tried to draw the crack the last time. It didn't let. No, see, it won't let me do it. Can we throw the axe in it? Can we? Cable in the mirror. I'll pick the mirror back up.
Put it back in my pocket?
Where's the cable gone? It's gonna sneeze. No, that didn't work either. That was a good suggestion though. It must. You must. We must have something to hook this mirror up there. Have we missed something? Can we put something else on the table first? Right, so the mirror is too low. We have a crack. We need to put something in the crack. We can't go that way. That's just back to the workshop. Well, let's see if we missed anything in here. What's this? Oh, we've got a hook. I forgot. I did spot the hook earlier, and I thought I have to remember there's a hook there. Let's take the hook out. Aye,
Red
Captain.
hook that's been screwed into the wall. It won't pull out.
Use the gauntlets on it. Drill it out.
I might be able to bend it or break it, but I can't pull it out of the beam in one piece. Of course. I can just use the nutcracker to unscrew the hook. Why didn't I think of that before? I'll jam the hook into his mouth and then unscrew it like a pair of pliers.
Okay. We're about to be doing mirror mirror on the wall.
I'll screw the hook into the crack. Okay, I'll hang the mirror up here.
We're getting somewhere. He's
Praise
standing a wee bit
God's
close.
goodness. I can make out every word. If the soldier would just move his hand a little to the side, then... Perfect. There it is. Exhibit 104C. The Piri Reis map, stored in the crypt in the North Tower. The problem
Okay.
with answers is they always give rise to new questions. Where the devil is the North Tower?
We already know where the North Tower is. Look. I showed you it earlier, look.
The inventory list I saw in the library says that the items the Tula Society is studying, including the Piri Reis map, are located in the castle's North Tower. But which way is north? I need to find out before anyone cottons onto me. According to the inventory list, the Piri, but without the sun, I need to work it out. I don't have time to waste.
Oh, there's the chimney, so we can get up on the roof.
Nazis. I hate these guys. A chimney. Believe it or not, I can't reach it from here.
Yeah, we need to go back down, put the fire out. No, not back out onto the landing. No. Right, we need to put the fire out up the chimney. You did not see that coming. You just soldier on there.
I'll pour some water into the pot.
Okay, we've got more pot. Right, it wouldn't let me do this last time because there wasn't enough water in the pot.
I'd need a lot more water.
Oh.
This isn't going to work.
Oh, I thought that was going to work. Can we not just put that over the top of there?
Probably use the pelt as a fire blanket, but I might need the fire later. I'll make a mental note to come back to it.
But we need up the chimney.
This fire would be comforting if I wasn't deep behind.
Yeah, you've said that already.
The fire's burning. Very cozy. Nothing remarkable about the chimney itself.
Yeah, there's
More
rungs.
interesting are the rungs built into the brickwork here. It's warm to the touch.
Well, it would be because you won't put the fire out. How do we get up there when he won't put the fire out? Use the pelt on the rungs. Oh, I went outside again. I'm determined to go out on that balcony.
I could probably use the pelt as a fire blanket, but I might need the fire later. I'll make a mental note to come back to it.
We don't need the fire though, do we?
moving it would make...
What's he saying about the chimney?
Believe it or not, I can't reach it from here. A chimney. Nazis. I can see a few houses down there. That must be the village of Buren the guy at the station mentioned. It's too dark and I'm too far away to make out any details.
Throw the chimney up to the... Throw the chimney up to the cable. Sorry. Can we put something onto the cable to make it into a thingy? No.
That's better.
Oh,
Now I can make out the individual buildings.
why does he need that?
The village church. Wait a moment. Churches
Aha.
always point west, don't they?
Do they?
With the altar in the east. The
Do
main
they?
entrance is facing away from me. So, looking at the church, the two small towers to my left and right must be on the east-west axis. So the north tower must be on the other side of the castle. But how am I supposed to get all the way over there?
Do churches always face west? I didn't know that. I'm not a churchy person. Oh, east, sorry. Since the 8th century, most churches are orientated. Hence, even in the many churches where the altar end is not actually to the east, terms such as east end, west door, and north aisle are commonly used, as if the church were orientated. So the priest and the congregation face towards the rising sun in the morning. Okay. Yahweh is a sun god. I never knew. No, I never knew that. But I mean, I'm not a religious person, so. Interesting fact, though. Altar to the east. Interesting. Every day is a learning experience. Right, so we should be able to climb the chimney now.
Chimney. Believe it or not.
So can we not go down here and put the fire out now?
I'd need a lot more water. I think I can safely put the fire out now. I'll just throw the skin over. Great, the fire's out. Though
It's
it
a fun
now
fact.
smells like a wild pig's marital sty in here.
Everything's very trigger orientated, isn't it? We had to do the church before, even though we knew to put this on here. You'd be fun at Jeopardy, yeah.
Now the fire's out, I can see the ladder rungs more clearly. They definitely lead up to the roof. The ladder rungs are still too hot to hold.
Gauntlets.
The gloves should protect me from the heat, climbing up the chimney to steal people's treasured possessions. I'm like the anti-Santa, only trimmer. Luckily, I'm not afraid of heights. Or as we've established, anything at all. Apart from Argalis. And Kim, when she's in a huff.
We watch a lot of quiz shows. I do like quiz shows. Right, so where are we going? The North Tower.
That must be the North Tower, where the Tula Society is storing its research, according to the inventory. That includes the Piri Reis map.
This is where he slips, dies, then game over. And we never find out what was meant to happen. That's a very flat ridge on the roof there. What did you think of the big house so far, Kaiser on Valheim? It's not nowhere near finished. I was just working stuff out on it. He'll be making so much noise, won't he?
One of the windows. Okay, I've reached the North Tower, but I don't see any ancient research objects or artifacts. The inventory said the items are kept in the crypt. Thinking about it, this doesn't really look like a crypt to me. It must be one floor lower. I'll have to find a way down.
So the excuse me. The chandelier gets lowered down with this wheel. We've got a door, which is probably locked because it's got a padlock on it.
It's locked. A round stone slab with some kind of occult symbol. This slab's separate from the rest of the floor. I can see the seam running along the edges. That said, I can't lift it with my bare hands.
We can lift it up, can't we? I bet this comes down, we attach it, and then we lift it back up again.
The North Tower Crypt. This is where all the Tula Society's research objects are supposed to be held. I've got to get down there.
Let's crank up the puzzle a bit.
Still works.
There we go.
The chandelier is now lying in the center of the symbol on the floor. It's damn heavy. I ought to use the crank if I want to get it back up.
No?
The chandelier is now lying in the...
Is there anything else in here? Sorry. Chain.
This chain connects the chandelier to that crank. This crank lowers the old chandelier. They must have used it for lighting candles back in the day.
I wonder if we're meant to put something down first. Let's crank it back up again.
Let's attack this thing.
35 minutes later.
There. I've drilled a small hole.
Right, so can we attach... Maybe we take it down now and attach it. Well, that's what I thought. That's why I tried that. I tried that. We can surely attack the door or even knock the padlock off with the axe. That's what I would have done. It wouldn't let us do it. I wanted to put this steel cable through there, but maybe we have to take this down again. Can we not tie this onto there now? No? No? Maybe we pour the water through the hole? No.
I've drilled a small... I can't even fit my pinky into that drill hole. I still can't lift the slab. I don't think brute force will help me here.
It might do. I can use the chandelier now. Right, can I not do... No? Okay.
I can't reach it from here.
Oh, you always say that. That's your favourite line. Can we make this into... Can we dangle something over this chain? Can we cut the chain? Can we hammer the crank wheel? Can we go back out? It just says ground. It just describes the ground. There's nothing else here.
I've already found another room.
Yeah, I just thought maybe... Right, so there's nothing back here. And nothing else here. Can't go that way because he hears
I can hear
voices.
voices in that. I already know the towers to my left and right are on an east-west axis, just like the church in Buren. That means the castle's north.
Right, so it's something in here. Yeah, it just says ground.
The North Tower Crypt. This is where all the Tula Society's research objects are supposed to be held. I've got to get down there.
Let's see if anything works with anything. In a stupid manner. So it's either going to be something really simple or really convoluted.
Heavy. I ought to use the crank if I want to get it back up.
Well, that's what we want to do, but we want you to tie this onto it first. What was the point of the hole?
I've drilled a small hole into the stone slab. I can't even fit my pinky into that drill hole. I still can't lift the slab. I don't think...
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it just feel, yeah. I mean, it's the only other place to go, isn't it?
It's locked. The North Tower crypt.
No, no, I don't. No, I don't want that. I want to use the. Let's try everything on this door. These lights. I wonder why we need the lights still.
The North Tower I've got to get...
Oh, you're home, Sophia. Nice. Oh, excuse me. This puzzle's got us a bit stuck. I just feel like we've missed something somewhere. Okay, well, we're in this. This is where we're at, but we might have to go back. So we've drilled. This is a loose slab in the middle. We've drilled a little hole in it with our drill. The chandelier here can go up and down using this crank, which obviously this chain is linked to there. We can take the chandelier down. I thought maybe if we had holes drilled we could attach the cable to the chandelier and lift that up, but that doesn't work. So we need to get, I think we need the chandelier to lift the slab up. I mean, I thought that's why we had the hole drilled in it.
I ought to use the crank if I want to...
Yeah, I think I've been through every single item we've got on us, looking through. And nothing is working. I can't pour any water down. The only thing that interacts is the axe, but doesn't
I
do
don't
anything.
think brute force will help me here.
We've got a door over here that's locked,
It's locked.
and we've tried everything on it as well. Nothing's working. Did we try attaching... No, we couldn't attach the chain to the chandelier, could we? Yeah, no, we've tried... I've tried going over everything to see if anything works with anything else, and it's not doing anything. So I'm almost thinking we've maybe missed something else somewhere, but
It's obviously been exposed to...
we can go back out here and back
Believe
down
it
the
or not,
chimney.
I can't reach it from here.
Why can't you go down
Believe
there?
it or not.
You think we could maybe take the mirror back off again?
I'll take it down again.
Can we take the hook back down again?
I'll unscrew the hook.
Ah, right. Okay. This is one of the few games where you adventure games where you seem to be able to go back and take things to do use elsewhere. Let's try putting the hook into there when it's up. And then the steel rope might attach, mightn't it?
I've screwed the hook into the drill hole. It's lodged pretty tight.
So if we now take this down again. Maybe I'll just lift up anyway.
Fenton, you old dog.
There,
Done it
there we
again.
go. Okay,
The chandelier is attached to the hook, which is screwed into the slab in the floor. When I turn the crank, the whole thing comes away. Shame there's nobody here to congratulate me.
you mentioned hook. Brought back the memory of the hook. Really need to remember that things can be used again.
Ah, there's a cable here. Maybe I can climb down on it. Hopefully it'll take my weight. Looks like I'm in the right place, finally. Not that I'm complaining.
Right, there's the cable.
I climbed down on this cable. Lucky it held my weight. There's a sort of dossier on this podium. I'll just skim it quickly. It outlines the Tula Society's central objectives. According to this, the Society was founded in the early 1920s with the aim of restoring the knowledge of lost civilizations for its own use. The Tula Society's influence extends into the highest echelons of the German Reich. This gives them complete carte
Good
blanche on
morning,
their
Random.
activities. They can do whatever the hell they like. Seems they launched a project codenamed Vril under the direction of our old friend, Countess von Hagenhill. The focus of this project is the search for Shambhala. The Tula Society believes that a
How are
vast
you
store of
today?
ancient knowledge is being hoarded there. The source of morphogenetic fields. Morphogenetic fields? Never heard of them. But then it does ring true with what Professor Hayes was talking about, a store of ancient knowledge. If I remember the professor's description correctly, the hunters and herders of Shambhala suddenly
I'm
developed
doing
into
okay,
a
yeah.
flourishing and highly advanced society.
Hope you be
Hayes
too.
reckons some sort of mysterious energy was responsible for the tribe's development. Is that what they mean by morphogenetic fields?
Oh, I'll talk quietly. We're not allowed to shout. I hope you get rid of your ear infection. It's not nice when I have that. I'm not sure where my cats are. I saw you redeem. Are they on the go today? Oops. Let's see where the cats are. Can't see them. Oh, wait. You got anything for it, or for the infection? Where's Baron? I'm not sure where Baron is. Can't see him there. He's not in his cat here. Baron. Eardrops. Well, you've managed to put them down somewhere. You've no idea where. Oh no. I'm not sure where the cats are. As soon as I spot a cat, I will bring them over onto camera.
Must be more of the Tula Society's artifacts and research objects. It could take days to search all these boxes for the Piri Reis map.
Well, you should have done more research then. What's on this one?
These documents contain the research results of a scientist by the name of Aldrich von Hagenhild. Must be some relative of the Countess. Von Hagenhild spent his time searching for the World Soul. Christ, can't these people just use sensible names? The basis for von Hagenhild's research was the concept that for an organism to develop as it should, there must be some immaterial power steering it in the right direction. Basically, an invisible blueprint determining form and growth. So, why does a rabbit develop the way it does? And why does a pine tree become a pine tree? Who's the architect? What tells them to grow bark? Or fancy lady rabbits? Looks like these questions led von Hagenhild to believe there was some invisible...
Of course, you can't shout for your eardrops either to ask where they are.
He called it morphogenetics. Von Hagenhild explains the holistic aspect of self-organizing systems with his theory of morphogenetic fields. Basically, the field stores forms or behavioral patterns that every member of a species draws from and adds to. This was his Western take on something the East had known for some time. In Far Eastern philosophy, people refer to his morphogenetic fields as the divine essence of nature, or as the soul. He thought he'd identified the soul. He didn't think the soul was a spiritual thing. He thought it was a fundamental principle of nature that had been warped and confused by religions the world over. He even thought he had proof. He refers to certain experiments he carried out. Ugh. This is a lot of information to take in. Von Hagenhild really believed that in these morphogenetic fields, he'd identified the soul, the central power behind all living things.
Can we take that?
The documents are under lock and key behind a thick sheet of glass.
Oh, that's not stopped us before. We've got an axe.
Not a good idea.
Oh.
I might trigger an alarm.
They don't like us having any fun.
Documents refer to several experiments which are supposed to prove the existence of morphogenetic fields. Von Hagenhild wanted to prove that every species obtains its entire being, its form, its instincts, from these fields, like some kind of collective memory. These inherited memories control not just the form, but also the behavior, the capabilities, and the knowledge of the relevant species. He called it a group soul. Experiment number 1. the rat experiment. The experiment investigated the capability of rats to find their way through a maze.
You think you know where he's
The
put them?
experiment. The rats needed 165 attempts before they could get through the maze without a mistake. But a few rat generations later, the number of attempts had dropped to 20. Conclusion. The first batch of rats learned how to navigate the maze,
No.
and this instinct was somehow added to the rat's group soul.
No.
When later rats
There's
navigated,
an easier
they
explanation than that.
somehow had access to this ancestral memory.
All the rats go in the same
Weren't really
direction.
related.
They left their
Experiment
scent.
number
They
two.
just followed the scent,
The ape
probably.
experiment. 2 ape colonies of the same species were isolated and observed on 2 small islands in the Indian Ocean. Von Hagenhild's team taught the apes on one island a few new behavioral patterns. The other colony was left undisturbed and uninfluenced, so while the apes on the first island are learning how to open tins and the like, the others are eating bananas. Several months later, the apes on the undisturbed
2 minutes until
began
adverts.
displaying these new skills, even though they'd never come into contact with the other colony. Von Hagenhild's conclusion: all members of a species are connected by morphogenetic fields. They share a subconscious collective.
They just phoned each other up on their
This
mobile
theory
phones.
could explain a lot. Animals' sense for impending danger, telepathy, sixth sense in humans. Von Hagenhild also concludes that members of a group can learn something new at a far quicker pace when the vast majority of members of that same group have already acquired the knowledge. These fields are basically stores of information that are effective across space, and in rare cases, even time. Von Hagenhild presumes this would go some way towards explaining premonitions. Human beings sporadically accessing morphogenetic fields from varying points in the future. It all sounds very far-fetched, but then it does explain a lot. Supposing morphogenetic fields really exist, they'd be the answer to problems science has been trying to solve for centuries. And if all these fields add up, if there's some kind of central repository of all this information, Christ, it'd basically be the scientific definition of God. I'm beginning to understand why the Tula Society's quite so interested. And if there's even the slightest chance it's all true, why they need to be stopped.
I don't want to click on this one because it's going to go into a spiel. My adverts are about to come on. I might just go just now before my adverts. I need to buy a break, get some coffee. I will be right back.
Goral.
Hey, back again. It's
Big
Greenie.
Goral.
Greenie's coming with a raid.
Go, big girl.
The last time you came in with a raid, I was
So, anytime a force
AFK
outside
for a few
is
minutes.
true fact.
How's Greenie today? How is everybody? Welcome on in, raiders. You didn't find your eardrops, oh no. How's your stream? I was just away looking for the cats as well. You finished Midnight Suns. Well done. You've been playing that for quite a while. And you're doing fine, that's good. We're working our way through Lost Horizon adventure game. I don't know how far off the end we are, but we do have the second one to play after we finish this, so... Yeah, I was just away looking for the cats, but they're both sleeping upstairs. Flippa UK, good morning. How are you today? I was watching you yesterday, wasn't I? Yes, I was. I hope you're doing well. Let me just give you a shout out, Flipper. There we go. Yeah, you're playing Valheim as well. We came over with that was Asha. He said we should come over and have a look at your stream. You're doing good? I am doing fine. Yes, I am doing fine. We were just playing this adventure game today. We were playing... I was playing more Valheim last night, but not on stream. So... Yeah, he's a good streamer as well. And a nice name, especially since it's Final Fantasy 12 related. So yeah, we're just taking it easier here, getting a bit stuck on some of the puzzles in this puzzle game, but we're getting there. We're quite far through this, so
The documents are under lock and key behind a
We'll
thick
just,
sheet of glass.
they never want us to smash the glass. I want to use my axe on this.
Not a good idea. I might trigger an alarm.
And what's this bit for? Down here. Can we not go further?
Must be more of the Tula Society's artifacts and research objects. It could take days to search all these boxes for the Piri Reis map.
What are we going to do? Have we looked at everything? Oh, where are you going? I didn't tell you to run over there. Right, we've looked at them. We've got the cables that we came down. Can we go out the door? It's locked, isn't it?
It's locked, as you'd expect.
You're going to lurk while you get some work done? No worries. Thank you for the lurk. I shall have to try catch another one of your streams. Thank you for being here, though. You take care. Hope you get on okay with your work. Can we cut this cable? Probably not a good idea, but we'll cut it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mana Way, but it didn't. It wouldn't let. Oh, ooh, we can maybe drill through the glass.
Not a good idea.
No. Oh,
I might trigger an alarm.
they're not letting us do anything violent. Can we? We can't pour water into there, no. What is this bit for? Or was that from up above? What happens if we go back up here?
I'm not leaving without the map.
Yeah, I know you're not. So how do we get it? Can we shine a light on anything?
It could take days.
He just says the same thing with all these boxes. Can we drill through the padlock? Can we axe our way through the padlock? Can we hook the rope onto anything? Can't take any of these, can I?
The documents are under lock and key. The documents are under... The document... The documents are...
It almost looks like you should be able to climb up that, shouldn't it? Oh, can we not use the red thing on anything?
That's not the map. The documents are under lock and key, but... That's not the map. That's not the map.
That's not the map.
That's not...
Can we use this on anything? No. Why? Yeah, I don't know what. I think that's from above. I think that's like we pulled the slab out. I think that's just above there. It's like a little swimming pool. That's why I was going to pour the water in it, but I can't do it. And they won't let us smash the things up.
Not a good idea.
And we can't leave the room. He won't let us leave the room.
The Eye of the Dragon. This artifact is supposed to be the secret to finding the second portal key that opens the gates to Shambhala. Viewing the Piri Reis map through the eye is said to reveal the key's hidden location. Of course,
But we
to do
can't
that,
find them up.
I need to find the map.
We can't do anything with a cable. I mean, it's obviously not in here then, so I mean...
Must be more of the Tula. It could take days to search.
We can't leave here, so we've obviously got everything that we need.
The documents are... The documents are...
And back up there. Wait, so this is the only boxes that are highlighted, but...
It could take days.
We definitely can't do anything with this on anything. It's not the map, he keeps saying.
That's not the map.
Nothing works with anything else. Right, it doesn't work there, it doesn't work there, it doesn't work there. He doesn't want us to smash these open.
Not a good idea. Not a good... Not a good... Not a good...
Lantern doesn't work with anything, doesn't work on there. Not a good idea.
Not a good... Not a... Not a good...
It's a very illogical solution to this then. Okay, we've used
The clean mirror.
everything on everything, and there's nothing interacting with anything, so what on earth do we do? And we can't
I'm
leave.
not leaving without the map. I climbed down on this cable. It's locked, as you'd expect.
Fenton is at a crucial stage in his search for Richard. The Piri Reis map is being kept somewhere in this crypt. The map, when viewed through the Eye of the Dragon, will reveal the location of the second key artifact. This artifact will allow Fenton to finally enter Shambhala.
Are we going to have to look this up? Because I have no idea. Just, where are we? We're in the... Is it this one? We've done the train station, working room, balcony, workshop, train station, balcony, workshop, roof, tower, crypt. You have to look at all the lecterns, we've done that. It doesn't matter in which order you look at them, you have to look at all the lecterns. One is always the last one. After we've read a lot about the fields and the history of the order and the... It just tells you to look at them all again until it tells you something. All the lecterns. We've looked at all the lecterns. We'll look at them again.
Is this the Piri Reis map? It's hand-drawn, ancient. There are some notes next to it. Finally, von Hagenhild became convinced that there must be a type of definitive field from which all other fields are derived. All manifestations have an origin. He tried to back this up with historical evidence. A world soul, for instance, had been proposed by Plato over 2,000 years ago. But what really convinced him was the discovery of an old, mysterious map of the world, drawn by the Ottoman general Piri Reis. I knew it! It's the map! Let's see. Further on in the text, von Hagenhild discovered that the general had drawn up the map in the 16th century, using sources which were thousands of years old. But how could they have known at that time what the world looked like? He posed the theory that a civilization had existed then, which possessed extraordinary knowledge and skill. He discovered a marking on the map, which was written in an unfamiliar language. Research in Far Eastern libraries revealed it was a long-forgotten Tibetan script. Once translated, it claimed the marking indicated the source of all knowledge, the center of the morphogenetic fields. It was a hidden valley in the Himalayas. Shambhala. Shortly before he died in 1934, von Hagenhild passed the responsibility of continuing the research onto his daughter. Professor Hayes was right. About everything. The Tula Society arrived at the exact same conclusion as he did. They were just one step ahead. Lucky I'm one step more. Richard used the first key to pass through the gate in that secret room in the monastery. I just need to find the second. The Nazis can't enter Shambhala without it, and as it happens, I have the eye, and I have the map. I just need to use them to find the location of the second key. My last hope of finding Richard is based on an ancient legend. Great. It's time to cross everything I've got. And I mean everything.
Okay, that was a wee bit annoying. You had to look at all the lectures and then you had to look at any of them again to trigger that. So we can look, and it doesn't matter which pedestal after you've done that. The map is on whichever one you do.
Cross. I've come all this way, but I'm still a little surprised it actually worked. The Piri Reis map really is the map of the Guardians of Shambhala. Or at least it was drawn to their specifications. So Professor Hayes was also right in thinking the priests of Shambhala took the second key artifact to India and hid it in a temple there. And now I know exactly where to look. On the Kathiawar Peninsula, just north of Bombay. Thinking about it, I actually know the commander of the British regiment in Rajkot. If the old drunkard hasn't been transferred for disciplinary reasons again, I'm sure he'll lend me a hand. Or at least a decent bottle. Then, I'll just have to find the temple and get hold of the key.
You've got a book all about the Piri Reis map. So, was it a known thing then? The Piri... Oh yeah, okay. It's a world map compiled in 1513 by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis. Approximately 1/3 of the map survives, housed in Topkapi Palace in Istanbul. Oh, we'll have to ask Mitchell about that.
Looks like the road ends here. This village is supposed to be the last settlement. Other than that, there's nothing but thick jungle in every direction. The commander of the local troops led me this far. But now I need to quiz a local about the temple. I have no idea where it is. Hello? Hello? Jesus, where is everyone? Looks like this place was abandoned pretty recently. Hello? Is anybody there?
The Nazis can't have been here already. Can they? Damn it. I'll have to find the temple on my own.
Let's save that there. Let me just that's not what I was typing in. That was what I was typing in. There's a surviving fragment that discovered in 1929. Includes a partial copy of an otherwise lost map by Christopher Columbus. That's the surviving fragment of it. So that... Okay, it's on it's up on its side. So that looks like, is that South America? That looks like South America. That could be Greenland, couldn't it? And then you've got what looks like, that could be the top of Africa, couldn't it? And there's the inlet into the Mediterranean Sea. Presume that's Spain. It looks like Spain there. And Portugal. That's probably the bottom of the UK maybe. Can I zoom in? Oh, nice drawings on it, isn't it? There's buildings marked on it. Not. Interesting, they are often copied from early maps compiled from various explorers. So even though the Piri map was in the 1500s, it was likely copied from early maps, yeah. Bottom bit was long believed to be part of the coastline of Antarctica underneath the ice. Ah, this bit here. Interesting, isn't it? So all the islands in the Bahamas and that. I'll keep that up, I'll have a look at that later. My wife is messaging. Let me... Back into the game. You think it was debunked, but it's still fascinating, yeah. I'll have a read through that later. We have a bed of reeds.
There are some reeds lying here. Looks like the villagers use them to thatch their huts.
We shall take some. We've got a bamboo pole.
A bamboo pole. Why is it every time I see one of these things, I feel like something ridiculous is about to happen? I'll take that cloth with me too.
Okay, we've got a cloth, bamboo reeds. We've got a large tree.
It's a tree. It's a big tree. There are leaves on it? I don't know. I loved climbing trees when I was a boy. The taller, the better. Nowadays, I tend to only do it when I have to. Like when I'm being chased. Or when I'm bored.
What else do we have? A fire pit.
There are some chopped logs lying in the fireplace.
Out of interest, can I put the reeds into the
They
fireplace?
should go up nicely.
Yeah. I have no way of setting it on fire at the moment. Okay. Got some white fur, we've got blood stains.
Feathers.
Chicken feathers.
Blood. It's clear what happened here. Some huge winged monster had an nosebleed. Or a chicken got eaten. One of the two.
Can we take feathers?
A man can never have enough feathers.
Can I put the cloth into the blood stains? We had to do this before for
The
something.
blood dried up hours ago.
No.
I can't soak it up.
White fur. Is that a cat?
What is that? It's a small goat.
No, it's a goat.
It appears to be hiding underneath the hut. Well, no, it's definitely hiding underneath the hut. I can see it from here.
Can I entice it out?
All this military training, and now I realize I never learned how to coax a goat out of hiding. Bah! Bah! Damn. It's gone further underneath the hut.
Entice the goat.
There's a broken jug lying here.
It wasn't me that broke it. What do we need that for then? Is there anything in it?
The jug's broken, but I could still use it as a container.
A basket.
This basket's seen better days.
Okay, we have a basket. What else do we have? We can leave the village. Oh, we've got pot shards, have we?
A few shards of pottery.
Can we take them as well? Can we mend the pot? No?
The basket's already broken, so I might as well finish cutting it up. I've dismembered the entire thing. All that's left is
Such a
these thin
vandal.
sticks of wood and the hemp stitching. Oh, and these 2 black stones that were inside. 2 smooth, sparkling stones. They look rather valuable.
So we've got some stitching. Can't use it on there. Okay.
I'll just take a short wander into the jungle. Maybe the villagers are out foraging or whatever it is villagers do.
They village
you there.
about.
Where do you think you are going?
Christ! You frightened the life out of me! What the hell are you doing hiding in there?
Get away from the edge of the jungle. Come here.
What's wrong?
Don't ask, just do what I say.
Have I done something wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak around. I just wasn't sure where everyone had got to.
There's a man-eater about.
A what?
Doesn't anything strike you as strange around here?
Well, yes.
He came into the village last night while we were sleeping.
Who?
The man-eater. Listen to me. The beast is still out there. I can feel it in my bones.
And you're the only survivor?
No, during these months, only women, children, and old people live in the village. The young men work on the tea plantations. When he came, there was no one here to protect us. Those who could walk packed their things and left this morning.
What sort of animal are we talking about here? I'm, something of an expert.
A tiger, what else?
A tiger?
It was no normal tiger, it was a man-eater. Tigers normally avoid settlements. They hunt in the jungle. But now and again, a few of the particularly hungry ones stray into the villages. I remember the old stories from my childhood. When a man-eater has picked out a village, he stalks it for days until he can strike again.
When you put it like that, it does sound kind of scary. But I have a very important task. And I'm looking for someone who can help me.
What brings you here, stranger?
I'm looking for an old monastery. Or a temple. Do you know anywhere around here that fits the description?
As a matter of fact, there is an old temple nearby.
Great. How do I get there? Could you show me?
You
Need to
may
get
have
past the
no
tiger.
instinct for survival, stranger, but I wish to retain what is left of my life. I cannot leave the village until the man-eater is dealt with.
Okay. Tell you what. I'll have a look around and think of something. If I deal with the tiger, will you lead me to the temple?
Take my word for it, stranger.
Great. It's a deal.
Be careful out there.
Right. You gotta head out for now, Kaiser. No problem. Take care. Thank you for doing this stuff on Valheim. We shall catch you later on. Can we go out of the village now?
There's
Oh, we
thick
can.
jungle in every direction, save for a small trail leading southwest.
Can we not go to the lake? No. Can we go down here? Unknown
I'll
destination.
follow the path leading out of the village so I don't get lost. Let's see where it leads to.
Well, there's the
What is that
tiger.
sound? Christ, there really is a tiger out there. I never knew they sounded like that. Thinking about it, I'm not a vet, but this guy might be injured. No doubt he'd still eat me given half a chance. I should stay out of his way. Ugh. Leeches, dysentery, mud. Not very enticing.
We've got some purple
Clump
mushrooms.
of wild mushrooms.
Let's just
I
cut
don't know
them.
anything about mushrooms, but that's no reason not to pick them. If they taste foul, I can just throw them away.
To the path, we've got a
I've
plane.
seen a worryingly large number of plane wrecks in the last week. At least this one wasn't my fault. As far as I know, the tiger's still back there. I probably shouldn't do anything to attract his attention. That
But we could
includes
just
climbing
fly out of here. Stitching. Swamp. Vine. We've got a vine.
vine.
Can we take the vine? It's going to be stack. We're going to have to cut it.
Thick. I can't just pull it down.
Can we cut it with the pot shards? No. Do we not have anything else that we can cut it with? No. What else we got? Got herbs.
Salad. All that's missing is a thick, juicy, medium rare ribeye and some chips. Oh, the salad.
So can we mix that with that? No. Can we chop the mushrooms up? Oh, that works with that.
Tie one of the pottery shards to one of the sticks.
And oh, we got a spear, an arrowhead. Sorry. Oh, can we tie that to there? No. Make an arrow. A bow. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Great. I'll use a few fibers from the hemp cord to make fletching for the dart.
Okay, and then can we put poison onto the dart? Can we put the dart into the bamboo pole?
Probably manufacture an operational blowgun. The dart looks like it'll fly straight, but I'm missing one little thing.
What's that?
A dart with all the trimmings: arrowhead, shaft, and feathers.
So we probably need to put something on the end of the arrow or the dart. But not anything we have here. Can we not get this vine?
It's pretty thick. Ugh. That's the man-eating tiger I'm supposed to be dealing with. It sounds like it's in pain. Cats. Bloody things have been following me around ever since Hong Kong. They just keep getting bigger. But seriously, what am I going to do once I've got his attention? Other than feed him my innards.
Don't think we can do anything with the plane. Can't go up to the small lake. No. Oh, what's this?
It looks pretty impenetrable. I'd need a guide to find my way through. I think I'll stay on the path for the time being.
Can we put blood on the end of that? We've got our campfire as well. And we've got the goat.
He looks hungry. Goats eat green things, don't they? Okay, little guy. Fancy an adventure?
Have we stuffed a whole little goat into our pocket?
I'll tie a piece of the cord around the goat's neck, so it doesn't run off before I'm done with it.
Poor goat. We're going to tie that up, aren't we, and lure out the tiger.
I'll tie him up here. I hope this works. Meh.
Don't worry, you're not bait. You're just a distraction.
We've got the fire, which we can't light. Unless we use the smooth stones to... No. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's look at the hut again.
Only one village
Hey, Spiced.
behind after the attack, and he's hiding in here. He can show me the way to the temple, where according to legend,
How are you today?
the second portal key of Shambhala is stored. But, perfectly understandably,
I shall look out some cat treats for when they appear. They're both fast asleep.
to take the cat out of the equation.
I'll put them on my desk so I remember. They can't sleep. Not so good. You've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. Alright, how do we do this then? We need to entice the tiger over. Maybe we just have to wait till night time or something. Let's go talk to the dude. Fast asleep? Yep, fast asleep. The cats are just fast asleep. One's upstairs, one's in the dining room.
Hello?
Yes? Any luck in hunting the tiger?
Hey Retro, how are
Get in
you?
the circle. Get in the friendship. It's the friendship circle.
Hope you're doing well as well today.
Is this the losers club?
No, it's friendship circle. Ika bokum, ika bokum, ika bokum, ika bokum. You gotta say it too. Ika bokum, ika bokum.
Yes,
ika
I saw the
bokum,
tiger.
ika bokum.
You're right. He's still lurking about.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
I think I know why it came into the village last night as well. He looks injured. He's out in the swamp making sad noises. Would that explain why he's acting so aggressively?
Quite possibly. But regardless, I am staying in my hut. And don't go getting any wild ideas yourself.
But I promised to help.
As you please. Is there anything else?
Yes.
I found these mushrooms in the jungle. Are they edible?
I would only eat them if you have sleeping problems. These mushrooms contain a natural sedative. We use them to treat minor injuries. But I have heard of a Brahmin who performs operations on injured animals and sedates them with the poison from these mushrooms during the operations.
Interesting. So you just chuck them down the creature's throat?
No, the sedative must get into the bloodstream. The mushrooms are cooked and the juice that escapes is then injected. It requires a bit of experience to get the dosage right. Too much of the stuff could knock out a huge water buffalo, never mind a small pet.
No problem. Caution is my middle name. I found these stones in the village square. I don't suppose they're, valuable by any chance?
No. These are flint stones. Keep them by all means.
Oh.
It's Wilma and Betty.
I'll see what I can do.
We knew there were Flintstones. We tried them on the fire. See? Look, start the fire. We already tried that. Now we can do it.
The reeds caught. The logs shouldn't be far behind.
Right, so if we put the pot on the fire...
To what end again?
Well, because you're going to cook these mushrooms in the pot.
If the old guy is telling the truth, I can boil these mushrooms into some kind of natural sedative. That was quick. There's a dark sap oozing out.
Can I do that onto the pot? No.
It's too hot to remove with my bare hands.
Well, use the cloth that we had.
Let's
There we
get
go.
this off the fire without burning my hands.
Right, now we can put that
I'll
into
dip
there.
the tip in the homemade tranquilizer.
Alright. What do we
Much
do
as
with
I
the
love
goat?
him, carrying a goat around with me all day wasn't such a good idea. I'll just leave him here for now.
Okay, let's go see if we can tranquilize. We probably have to wait for the tiger to come into the village.
Voila! A perfect tranquilizer.
Can we do that?
Okay, preparations are in place. I'll lure the tiger into the village, then hide behind the tree in the square. While the tiger's busy with the goat, I should have just enough time to hit him with the dart. Let's hope the sedative works. For my sake, as well as the goat's.
The goat's shaking. Poor
Or
goat.
die.
Oh, do I need to do it? I thought he was just going to do it automatically.
This. Concentrate.
Have you shot it?
No, I've just sedated it.
Sedated? And what happens when it wakes up?
Look, he's injured. There's a nail stuck in his front paw.
Ah, you are correct. He has obviously fallen into a trap.
You set up traps to piss these guys off.
No, no. Many farmers in this area protect their fields and plantations from all sorts of animals with spiked traps such as these. If a tiger gets injured by such a trap, it cannot hunt in its usual way.
And it gets angry.
It begins to look for easier prey.
Chickens, goats, people.
Exactly.
Okay, let's pull the nail out. Then we can take him out into the jungle and hopefully he'll wake up and wander back to his natural habitat.
This could work. I extend my thanks and the thanks of the entire village to you, stranger.
You know, thanks are great and all, but don't forget our deal. Let me take a look at this guy's foot. You find something we can use to move him.
Okay. I'll fetch a cart, and we can take it to the other side of the valley.
2 hours later.
Okay, we're done.
Then I will lead you to the old temple as promised. Follow me. This is it.
Here? But I don't see a temple.
Behind me in the lagoon.
What do you mean, in the lagoon?
According to records, there was a narrow valley here in which a temple stood until a few hundred years ago. One day, after a heavy storm, the valley was flooded along with the temple. Since this day, everything that remains of the temple is under the surface of the water. Only this statue, standing on the roof of the temple, bears witness to what lies beneath.
Do you think anything's still intact down there?
I cannot swim, how would I know?
Okay. Well, thanks for your help.
It was no problem, stranger. I had better make my way to the next village to tell the women that the tiger is no longer a danger. Would you care to accompany me?
Women,
No.
you say? No, I really ought to get back to saving the world. Thank you, though.
As you wish. Good luck.
I usually need it.
Right, how are we going to get down into the temple?
There's an old column here, reclaimed by the jungle. These plants are firmly attached. I can't just pull them away.
We've got flint stones. It's not going to help us any. We've got the statue.
The statue is all that's left to be seen of the temple. The rest disappeared underwater when the lagoon formed. My guide said this lagoon was formed a few centuries ago, when a storm tide flooded the valley here. Perhaps some of the temple's still intact. I've got to check it out. At least the water's nice and warm.
Oh, he's going in.
You know, it all started innocently enough. Flies. Nothing dangerous about flies. Then there was the cat. Then the sheep. The tiger. Now sharks. Bloody sharks. I'd better steer clear of him. At least the temple looks intact. I'd better head back to the shore before he spots me. Okay.
There's a pipe in the
I
ground.
have to get rid of that shark if I'm going to reach the temple.
How are we going to do that? Anything here we can get some water.
I'll fill it with water.
Can't use the stones on there. Right, let's go back to the path. We've still got the vine over here.
A thick vine.
Can we use this on it now? No. Thought maybe that would have worked.
Let's get up there and take a look.
Oh, now we can climb up. He wasn't willing to do that earlier. Anything?
The cockpit's ruined, but there's a glove compartment here that looks relatively intact. This wreck's old. The jungle's begun eating into it. There's a cardboard box in relatively good condition in the glove compartment, but everything else is foobar.
Can we take that then?
Let's see what's in this box. Looks like an old radio. A radio with a hand-operated generator. You produce power by turning this little crank on the side. Oh, it fell off. The
Okay.
little crank fell out of the hexagonal shaft in the radio. If I need to use the old thing, I can always stick it back together.
Okay. Anything
An
else?
empty
Can we cut the cardboard up? Anything else up here?
The cover is attached with 4 hexagonal nuts.
Good morning,
You
Ver.
need something to
All
unscrew
right.
them.
How are you today?
You have one thing, right? Even an empty void is a thing. It's a void. You've got one
Can we
thing,
use the crank handle?
Wow, blind luck.
one thing, two things,
The radio
ten,
crank
one,
fits
two
right into the
things,
bolts on the
three
cover.
things, automatic.
Ah, there's an electrics cable under here. Might come in handy.
Okay, climb down, I guess. Knocker, something shocked you awake right as you were falling asleep. Did not get enough as a result. Oh. Not good. Not good at all. I still want this vine. Can I not cut the vine off? Maybe not. Maybe it was just for...
I'll connect one end of the cable to the contacts on the radio.
It's been... We've had a few times where we've got completely stuck. We ended up having to look up. For one thing, it was just so stupid in the end. But otherwise, we're getting on okay.
I connected the power cable to the contacts on the radio.
Can I put that
I
back
don't
on?
need to use it at the moment.
No. Okay.
Besides, my gut tells me this thing may not be up to modern electrical safety regulations.
Okay, let's head back this way. You're not sorry you got that cheap juice there. Can we electrify the water?
The radio can be charged electrically, and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. I need something to lure him to the surface.
Okay, we need to go back to the village. Where we need to soak the cloth in the water. No, we need to pour the water onto the bloodstains.
This should moisten the bloodstain.
And then put the cloth on the bloodstain. Then put the cloth in the water.
I've soaked the cloth in the blood.
2 minutes until adverts. I will take a quick break during my adverts.
Sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. But what good will that do?
Well, I was going to shock him as well at the same time.
I don't need to use besides. My gut.
The radio sharks, I'm sure. Of course, I need some...
Can we... I thought that was going to work.
Sharks are attracted to the smell of blood.
It'll lure him up so we can electrocute him.
I'll knot the blood-stained rag onto the loose
Oh, right,
end of
okay.
the cable.
And then we put that down.
The radio can be charged electrically, and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. Hopefully the smell of blood will be enough to attract his attention. It's working. The shark's surfaced, and he's circling the bait. I need to hurry before he pulls the whole thing under.
Right, as my advert's on, let me go over a quick break. I will be right back. Okay, back again. Right, let's see if we can get down to this temple. Or do we need to do that?
I am this close to solving this puzzle. I'm not moving the radio now.
I guess we need to put the crank handle on it and crank
Whap! 40 volts straight to the face. Fenton Paddock, top of the food chain. Time to get down there and check out this temple.
Right, there's a metal rod here. Let's go grab that. Oh, we've got to watch our air, I just noticed.
There's a pole stuck in the mud here. There's a
Better get back up, I guess.
I have my strengths, but breathing underwater isn't one of them.
You could put the head. You could put that over your head.
This metal rod has a sharp edge. Given how long it's been in the water, it's remarkably rust-free.
Can we use that with anything else? No. Let's go see if there's anything else. The ground. He needs to swim faster.
Just mud. Oh, and a little snail. Weed, mud, clay. Yes, it's a lake bed.
I'm gonna have to go up.
It's a huge gate with a recess in the center.
Quick. Before you drown. I gotta save before I go down next time. Right. Temple ruins. Right, can I use this rod on there?
I won't
There's
be
a
able
recess.
to open the gate like this. It's too big.
Well, it's a recess.
A jagged indentation. The recess isn't very big. I can reach all the way in. There seems to be some kind of mechanism back here.
Can we not just shove the rod in then?
I won't be able to open the gate. The temple looks more or less intact from the outside. Maybe it's in good condition inside as well. Who knows? I won't be able to open.
These plants. I wonder if I can scrape that off of there.
There. I've managed to cut away the plants with the sharp edge of the pole. There's a small carving here. It's carved into the stone. There's not much I can do with it. I'm only going to smash it if I keep doing this. Might be I can make some kind of mold of this carving. At the moment, though, the cardboard's just too rigid.
Paper mache.
cardboard softened in the water. Not bad. The damp cardboard